Hello and welcome to another Sheng Yuan Lego knockoff bootleg. This is SY222 A, B, C and D armor / equipment packs for. We've got Batman here. We got the TV Green Arrow from season 1 with his more 1, 2-ish, maybe 3. And we have Iron Man there and the Flash from the TV series. Here's a quick look at the back of the box. So this is Marvel and DC. It says the super upgrade in the corner in the style of the super jumper, but there are no super jumpers that come with these sets. And if you want to take a closer look at these box art, instruction manuals, and also close-up photos of the set and the figures, then please feel free to head over to the Flickr link in the video description below. So that's that for these boxes. Quick look at the instructions here if you want to. Just put that there. Pause the video if you want. You don't want to go to Flickr or anything like that. And you can probably get your own parts to build this in actual Lego, which would be much better here. For those of you who know, for the most part I do praise Sheng Yuan for their consistent quality, even though they're a bootleg company. However, with here we will be discussing on how Sheng Yuan actually crapped out a bad set this time. Oops, I went back to front. Oh well, you can just skip the video really and do that. Green Arrows one. Back. Now, all of these are actually based on the Batman one. Batman one was the original one that popped up on Flickr or something, or on the Facebook pages. Some Lego fan was making one himself, and then eventually the people have been building their own sets to sell these online. And of course, again, eventually the bootlegs saw these custom builds online. Like, yeah, let's do our own. And all four of these are based on the Batman one. They are altered, so the build is actually a little bit different with all of them. So here we have the Batman one, the one based on the original. I'm gonna try and find this. I hope I find this designer on Facebook or Flickr or something. I can give him some credit for his design. But he's the original design actually. He's done something that's quite ingenious. We'll go through that bit by bit. So the top there has a really nice aesthetic right there. The bottom's just a flat surface. These two for the most part they will have a little gap there, so you can pull it open. If not, you can still pull it open from the studs. It's mostly not closed and completely sealed because of these things getting in the way. Now, I think in the original pictures I've seen online, a lot of people use sort of metallic pieces for those yellow ones. Let's see, now it can close tight. But, so obviously it would fit a lot better if it was like a metallic coloring. And for the most part it should open. You're supposed to open it in like a little stairway sort of segment, which is quite easy to do, as you can see there. There are two arms coming down here they're just there for visual reasons. I'm not sure what you're actually going to use them for. Holding the gloves maybe. You got two batarangs hanging on the back, and I guess it's meant to be the bat grapple, and binoculars and a little tube there hanging on the back just as gear. Now here's the genius part. This thing looks like it's a whole one piece and set really nicely, but the back can actually open up. So you have, there's another bend there, another joint there, so you can easily access all of this equipment. So that's pretty cool. And it does look like it's supposed to open on the back as well, so depending on the camera angle and such, you can put the figure in there very easily and open it up very easily. So let's put the Batman figure we have here easily in here. You can stand there. Just close these back up. Close this up. Just you do have to move it around just a little bit yourself to get it just right. See, it's not completely flat there right now, so it's not just right. And then close this, close all this. See if this can close tight with the figure in there. Yes, it can. So now you've got a bat suit in there, got all the bat gear in there, and everything closes up just fine. And just open it up again, and yeah. Now, out of the 4 sets we have here, this one is the one that feels fine. These joints here, these back joints, do feel very tight, so that's the only downside with this one. But apart from that, this one's fine. We'll look at all the figures in one go at the end. Next we have the Iron Man one, which has been altered slightly. It almost looks like an elevator actually on a skateboard. No wait, this one's the Flash. This one's the Iron Man one. So yeah, it kind of looks like the other one kind of looks like an elevator, but there we go. With the Iron Man one, they altered the top to make it have a rotating plate here, which is very tight. Got these arms going on there, which again are also very tight. So this is the problem with Sheng here. Some of these pieces are very tight. The whole building experience, it wasn't that good with this set, I'm gonna be honest. The figures seem fine, but these builds, they're not that good. Usually the Sheng has an okay build, but not these ones. Anyway, so you open this up, and inside it's got some tubes and stuff. One would think that he would come with the gear for the shoulder cannon, like a war machine thing, but it doesn't. But you know, you can still open the back up easily, like that. So you've got a different kind of opening up right here, which is, it's good, you know, it's variation, it's fun and stuff. Push this back up, close these two back up, and close this up. Now this one's a lot easier to close and assemble. A lot easier to close than the Batman one, a lot easier to open as well, because it has less moving joints. Yeah, and when building these, you see here in the center, the main support is a normal bar with a stud on, like a plug on the end, plugged to a lightsaber hilt. And when you plug these in, it does get a bit wonky before the whole thing comes together. Once the whole thing is together, it seems to do fine, but apart from that, it just gets a little bit finicky. That's the Iron Man one. The green Arrow one I really had problems with during building. Especially there was one piece, this green piece, I'm just going to unplug this. Okay, this green piece is supposed to fit in there, you see, look, this one fits right there on the white area. So let's get this one. Let's try to plug this one in. This time, you know, just plug it in there. Whoa, look, it's not staying in. Now, it's not the green piece's fault, it is actually one of the white pieces somewhere around here. It's, they haven't molded it correctly, and so this thing won't sit in there, it keeps popping off. And you notice that one of these guns just pop off. Basically, these two guns, which Green Arrow doesn't use guns, so I guess these will be Diggle's guns. They plug in there for the most part okay-ish, but as soon as you try to stop moving this thing around or bump into them, they will probably fall off. And that's not cool. So, since that thing won't go in there, I'll just plug it in here, I guess. It will have to do. So we've got some bad plastic there with this one. Inside here with the gear, you got two pistols on one side, and you got a grey lightsaber. Don't know what that's supposed to be. You have a crossbow here that plugs in there. Do be careful, this crossbow does seem a bit fragile. All these little hand clips, these little clips like this, are all very tight on all four of these boxes. They do pop in, but like I said, do be careful. And this one is also quite tight as well, so it feels like I'm breaking the plastic when I do that. And this arm thing is popping off now. It's really annoying. The Arrow one is not good at all. I mean, by all means, this is the only one that's done that, so yours might not do that, but that's something to think about. It might. So, yeah. And so these can open up as well for easy access, but there's more space inside here, so you don't need to unplug the back to get Green Arrow out. And interesting thing, this glass panel was in its own little baggie inside the pieces for some reason. You have a rotating stage here for rotating the suit, so there's a bit of variation here, lots of space inside. And but however, the only downside is the front doors and the back doors do bump into each other. So it shouldn't be too much hassle, but it is. Again, it is an issue. Finally, the Flash one, which is more similar to the Batman one, they just smoothed up the top, make it smoother like Flash. And yeah, it looks like an elevator, kinda. Open this up, and I might notice that this isn't sitting quite flat on the surface. Just, yeah, it's a bit off. So anyway, you got these two lightning bolts coming down, you got some random gear, you got a backpacky thing, an actual backpack, a laptop, and a oil canister. I don't know why the Flash would need that, but he's got it. And these two back panels, they're rotating panels, so you can just sort of rotate them out, kinda. This one's not rotating for some reason. It's kind of getting stuck. So, yep, you should be able to rotate these around. And there you go. And these come out. Now, there is a problem here with this one as well that you're not seeing. So I'm going to close this back up. Just going to unplug the top quickly. Notice that this piece is missing a lot of plastic. There's nothing down here. I was like, what, this is a separate piece? I mean, no, it's the same piece as this one. It's supposed to look like this with a little Technic plug on the end. That other piece does not have that. So yeah, that's an issue. Definitely an issue. The whole thing after assembled does fit fine for the most part. You can open this up as well. But yeah, it's you know, if they can miss plastic on that piece, they can miss plastic on any piece, to be honest. So concerns right there. So put this semi-open there. Now we can take a look at the actual figures. We look at the Batman figure first. It is a new design. It's roughly based on the Dark Knight. He has one of the newer mouth shapes, I think copying similar looks of the Lego movie. Here's one based on Batman Begins suit, based on the figure from the Tumblr, and here's a Batman the Dark Knight suit based on the first SDCC promo figure. See there, all of them. It's definite enough to be new, I think. It does look good. I'm just going to put these on a little stage. So, yeah. So yeah, these three suits definitely look good next to each other because they're all just a little bit different but based on the same things. I'm just going to take his hat off, which is again very tight. See, he's got pretty much a similar face right there. And a quick look at the back. It is completely different from the other designs. Looks like he's got like a little bat cape gear thing going on, like it will open up and have a little flying gear, which is fun. So yeah. Next we have the Iron Man here, which is really just a you know, a recolor, slightly redesign of Mark 42, I think. No, it is Mark. My phone just crashed. This is a recolor, slightly redesign of Mark 17. Therefore, nothing really new here. They just pretty much, apart from the slight redesign, most of the coloring has been taken out. And also, what's up with the hips? That's definitely a female hip going on right there, really closed up. I mean, it got extra print on the outside, but the main body just definitely goes in there. So I'll definitely have this as maybe Pepper wearing the suit and not Iron Man. Also, the Iron Man face, Tony Stark's face, is a bit weird here because they redesigned it just a little bit, a slightly new, more parity expression. And no, none of these four figures have any back head prints, so we've taken a step backwards. Yeah, sure, these are new designs, kinda, but we've taken a step backwards. Closing up the helmet coloring is also missing a lot from the actual 17 suit. I mean, yeah, the details are sharp and all, but I'm not really bothered about this suit. This is just a slightly different version of 17. It's just kind of boring, to be honest. Next we look at the Flash suit from the TV series The Flash, and there's a huge improvement over the previous suit that they released. So let's put him here. First of all, the print is sharpened up and just more detailed. There's a whole suit texture thing going on. So I'm just going to take a photograph and stick it in here somewhere and zoom in a little bit. You should be able to see a little scale line effect on the suit. And so aside from that, aside from improving the body print, it's a lot sharper, a lot more detailed. They've also the leg print's also slightly altered, and they actually have different colors. Like the body is actually a lighter red color, and the arms and the legs and helmet are darker color, so that's cool. The Flash horn things are made out of gold plastic instead of normal yellow, and the face is definitely less goofy underneath the helmet. Now, the first time they made Flash, the horns were very loose. When they released the 8 Flash pack, the horns were fine. Look, this is just stupid. Stupid face. This one looks far better. But even the yellow horns, they were quite tight. The gold ones, they're really tight. Once they go in there, they're not going to fall off. And that's good, because these pieces are small, and I'm glad they're very, very tight in there. So there you go. And again, a quick look at the back. The back is also improved with the with this version from the 8 pack. They just sort of altered the front a little bit just to make it just enough so it's not a front. but it clearly still is. And the back one, they actually made it look like the Flash suit, gave it the suit scaly effect, and it just looks really good. The new Flash is a huge improvement over the old one. Finally, we have Green Arrow here, which has the TV series suit. I think it's a pretty awesome suit. I'll put less light in there. Here's the Deku Arrow based on the SDCC version. And yeah, this new arrow does look pretty cool. Like I said, unfortunately, only a single side face, which is okay, I guess. But the focus is the legs, and the torso does look very good. This is based on someone's custom design online, of course. And here's a quick look at the back. Again, all the details and stuff are there. He does come with a drop that there. A black bow. Like you see, he's got the black bow and arrow, and the crossbow. He also comes with a black quiver. It's bag. So yeah, Green Arrow suit, that's pretty awesome. Now with Batman here, it was obvious for them to copy that one because that took the least effort. It's a straight up copy of what someone else has designed online. So of course they would have done that one, so it makes sense to have Batman here. With Arrow and Flash, TV series are gaining popularity over here in Asia. So again, it makes sense for them to do this. And I'm glad they didn't just pack in the original TV series Flash that they did, because that one's ugly compared to this one. This one is so much better. So I'm so happy that they improved the Flash figure and put it in here. I'm so happy that we have a cheap-ish way to get the Arrow suit from the TV series, and maybe at some point they'll release an Arrow 8-pack that'll come with his new Green Arrow suit, and maybe some of the other characters like Red Arrow, Speedy, their version of the Black Arrow and stuff. That'll be really good eventually. And the Batman suit, I'm also glad that they sort of has given us a slightly newer version, different version for the other previous suits that they've released, so we're not going into copy territory here. Iron Man suit, they changed it just a little bit, but it's not enough to be good, so the Iron Man suit kind of sucks here. The figures are good in quality, the clutch is great, the size and proportions are all great, and the print designs are good. If you don't mind the Iron Man design here, it is still a good figure. The face inside is a bit goofy, so apart from that, the rest of the figure is pretty good. As for the actual build of the armor and equipment, gear, these little rooms, Batman one is fine. There are missing plastics in the Flash one, and also the bad plastic mold in the Arrow one. And but aside from that, I didn't have that much fun building these. The whole thing felt rough to build. Certain pieces felt too hard to stick in. These weren't good builds at all. In fact, if you don't care about the figures here, but you do like the designs of these builds, just look at the instructions and get official Lego and build one yourself. That'd be much better. And finally, there's the price point. Remember, bootlegs are priced by size and weight. So it doesn't matter how many minifigures there are in there. It doesn't matter whatever. All that matters is the size and weight. And for the size and weight for these things, 4 of these packs total cost together in Hong Kong markets about 100 Hong Kong dollars. That's about, now $13 is 1 UK pound, and 7.8, so let's say $8 is 1 US dollar. So for what these are, these bootlegs, they aren't cheap at all. Unfortunately, with a lot of other figures that Sheng has released inside these sort of bigger packs, they have not released them anywhere else. So if you're looking for the cheapest way to get Green Arrow suit, upgraded version of the Flash suit, and maybe this newer version of Batman and Iron Man, by all means this is the way to get it. But the price is going to be more expensive for what you get than just an 8-pack of figures. If you can, if you just want the figures, I do suggest just trying to get these separately. Green Arrow and Flash, of course, those are the best ones. The Batman one is a maybe because we already have Dark Knight suits. This is a new version, a redesign of it, but most packs have Dark Knight suits. So if you're not too concerned about a slight difference, you can skip the Batman one. And the Iron Man one, I think you can completely skip if you're just in this for the minifigures. So yeah, overall, if you just like the minifigures, these are okay to get, but you must be remembering that you're paying a bigger price for just a figure. Phew. If you've enjoyed this video, please click the like button, the subscribe button, and also leave a comment below on what other new suits you'd like to see. And if you want to support this channel even further, please feel free to head over to the Patreon page and make a support there. I would appreciate that a lot. And finally, you can check out other videos on other bootlegs and official LEGO on this channel. There's also a playlist for easy access to a lot of these videos. I haven't updated them in a while, so I guess I should do that. And yeah, but most importantly, take care, have a nice day, and don't fail this city.